Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Hannah and I am the mother of a 1-year-old daughter, Felicity. And today I wanted to just show you guys some really fun activities that I've been doing with Felicity that are fall and Halloween inspired. If you know me, then you know that my most favorite holiday is Halloween, and so anything that is Halloween movies or shows or really anything involving that, any activities we can go do or that I can do here at home, I'm going to be probably doing at least for the entire month of October. So let's go ahead and get started. This first activity that we are doing is a little felt activity. It's so easy to put together, but it just really is probably the most time consuming to prepare. I went to my local Michael's, or you could go to any of the other craft stores that you have in your area, and I just grabbed some black, white, orange, yellow, different colored felt sheets. And I also grabbed some freezer paper from my local grocery store. So I just found some Halloween inspired PDFs on Google and printed those out onto a sheet of paper. And then I took my freezer paper and I put it onto my actual sheet of paper that had the printouts of those fun little ghosts or goblins or whatever that I had on the paper, and I drew on the paper side with just a marker so that I would have a template for my felt. And then with the waxy side of the paper, I would place that on top of the felt and I would iron it on so that it would just ever so slightly adhere, so that whenever I was cutting out all of my shapes and my designs, it made it so simple and easy for me to just quickly cut it out, and then I could just peel up my template and then reuse the template again for either making another ghost or another bat or whatever it may be, so I could have multiples if I wanted. After that, if you would like to, you can glue them down. I chose to not glue them down and kind of made it like a puzzle activity so Felicity could move the eyes around. I even made different faces for the jack-o'-lantern. Really just wanted to have something fun for her to be able to pick up the pieces and put them back down and have a lot of fun with it. The next super easy thing that you can do that took 10 seconds to prepare was I went to my local dollar store and I grabbed some stamps that were already pre-inked, I guess is how you would say that. And they just had, one was a bat, one was a skull, one was a ghost, and one was a pumpkin. And so I just grabbed some paper that Felicity could stamp them on, and I chose orange and purple for this activity. She had such a blast doing this, although she did try to stamp me a couple of times, which I wasn't all that happy about. The next activity that we did, I had made some Play-Doh previously, and I have a video about that, and I can link that up here or have in the description what the recipe for that is. I found some cookie cutters that were in different Halloween shapes, so it was like a bat, a coffin, Frankenstein, pumpkin. I think there was maybe one or two others, I don't quite remember all of them. I had some purple, green, and orange Play-Doh that I made for Felicity, and then we would roll it out and then we would cut out the Play-Doh with those cookie cutters. Felicity, I think, is a little bit too young to properly understand the idea of the cookie cutters, but she still liked to play with the cookie cutters and the Play-Doh, and she really enjoyed the idea of putting the Play-Doh into the cookie cutter instead of cutting it properly itself. But she did figure it out a couple of times, which is really cute. The next activity that we did was this bubble activity. This girl loves bubbles, so I knew it would be a good idea to go ahead and do this activity. I did find this on Pinterest, and I can leave that linked down below, but I didn't necessarily follow the exact recipe because that's just kind of who I am as a person. I have a general guide, and I will kind of just throw things into a blender or whatever it may be. So for this, I had arrowroot powder instead of cornstarch, some dish soap, and then I threw some water in there, blended it up, and then I put some eyeballs, some little plastic spiders, and a couple of little plastic skulls. She was finding them and saying rub, 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 and washing her hands, and it was really cute.
Rub, rub, rub.
The last activity is there are sensory bags or sensory bins that you can make. I did both a sensory bag and a sensory bin, but Felicity wasn't all that interested in the sensory bag. I think she's a little bit more advanced than that, but she loves the sensory bin. I just took some rice and beans that were dried that I had in my pantry, and again some of those plastic eyeballs, the plastic skulls, and some little pumpkins that I found, again all at the dollar store, and some pom-pom balls that I found at the dollar store, and threw them all in there. I already had the wooden scoops and the wooden cups, so I just added those so that she could practice with pouring and feel different textures. And we get that out pretty much every single day, and she absolutely loves it. She will play with that thing for forever, it feels like. But I will say, be mindful, because especially Felicity, she loves to put things in her mouth. So you do have to be mindful of to make sure that they're not putting the beans or the rice into their mouth. But outside of that, it can be a really fun activity. You just might have to do a little bit of vacuuming later. But Felicity has been having so much fun playing with these activities, and I really hope that you guys will try them out and see if your child likes them. If you do, put a comment down below and let me know which ones you did try out and if your kid loved them or hated them. My child loves these activities, and so I hope yours does as well. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys. And then with the waxy side of the felt, I would place that. So for this, I had the. Yeah. Oh, did you do it on the table? If you know me, you know that Halloween is my most favorite holiday.